So here we are at the world's largest indoor pool. It is, yeah, it's true. You think I'm making this stuff up here? Come on.
This
I think it is.
Biggest pool there is?
Biggest pool, indoor
like,
pool.
They don't have like natatoriums or anything? You know,
What is a natatorium? Where people swim? Is that what you mean?
Isn't your kid on the swim team?
Yes. I think it comes from the word notare, which means to swim in what? In Italian, anyway. How do we get on this? In natatorium, yes, I think, when you're filming me, don't make, you want to get on this side, you don't fall in the water? There's one rule we have here at the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, NBL, is don't fall in the water. Other than that, you can do pretty much whatever you want. But no, it is, Jim, it is the largest indoor swimming pool. If you consider all the water that's inside of it, because it's 100 feet, yeah, it's very deep. It's 100 feet wide, it's 200 feet long, and it's 40 feet deep. So maybe there is a natatorium that is, you know, wider or longer, but you know, and when you combine the length and the width and the depth, then we get volume. That's for you kids, you know, studying. It's the largest indoor pool in the world. Man, there may be one that's outdoor, but this is not a swimming pool, may I add. This is a working pool. You know, we do a swim test in here in order to be able to operate in here, but this is meant for people to work and practice their spacewalks. So this crew over here, this STS-133 crew, is getting ready to practice one of their spacewalks in the pool. Watch out for the water. Right. You don't want you falling in, Jim. Jim is our cameraman, by the way. Can I turn the camera on you for a second? Yeah, see, there's Jim. There you go. All right, so we're gonna come over here, and these guys, they got their fancy underwear on.
Yeah, there we go.
What's going on here?
Hey, man.
Getting your right and left together?
Right, dressy Bessie. Mike's dressing me. I play with paper dolls at home. Yeah.
Do you really? That gets you ready for Tim?
Dang on right. Yeah. Just want to make sure that there's no little bits of thread or lint or anything like that can compromise your seal.
Yeah, this is very important because you're going to lock him in there. You know, in the water today, if there's a problem, they'll detect a leak, but in space, you don't want any leaks, of course. So Mike's over here practicing, so when you get on space, it'll run very smoothly. Mike, you're the robot guy for all the EVAs, is that right?
Are you suit IV guy and the robot guy? So
the suit IV, which is a fancy way of saying you get them dressed.
That's right.
Is that right?
Try to get
You're like the butler.
That's right.
All right.
Get them all dressed and ready to go, and then hustle it over to the robotic workstation.
And work the robot arm.
That's right.
And you're always going to have one of the crew members on the end of the robot arm for this stuff?
I'll be on the end.
For the whole time for this one, or?
For DD1 and 2, I spend some time on the arm, and Mike's going to be flying me around.
That's a way to travel.
It is a nice way
You know,
to
it's like driving around in a Lincoln or a Cadillac, or.
It's even better.
Better than that, even.
I think so.
Just say, I want to go over here, and you go there. You know, it's nice.
Mike has the plan. He knows where to take me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just say I need to go over here. Bang, he'll get you exactly where you need to go.
Bang. Like a hunk of bait on a fly rod.
Yeah. Like a what?
Hunk of bait on a fly rod.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a good analogy.
Good.
So now they just locked Alvin inside, so. So he can't scratch his face anymore.
You can use the little.
He can use that, yeah. So Nicole, you doing one of these EVAs as well, or two of them? What are you doing? Are you going outside for this one?
I'll be the IV for these guys.
These are the only guys that go outside?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. It's nice. We have two. I think if we had 3 EVAs, we might have swapped it
Might swap around a little bit.
It's working out nice. It'd be nice to see Al go out the door.
But you've done you did a spacewalk on your first flight, didn't you?
Yeah, with the 128 crew.
Yeah.
Amazing experience.
Yeah. Do you wish you were going out again, or are you kind of like, let those guys go, what the heck?
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you'd like to go out again?
I would love to do it again,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, this is so cool to get to see,
Yeah.
you know, and I think the IV experience is going to be a neat thing too.
Yeah.
Because,
you get to tell them what to do.
Yeah, I'll be the boss of them.
Yeah, you should take advantage of that, especially since you have to go outside. And what you do, you say, oh, this is so easy. it would be no problem for me. You know, you tell them that, that's what you do, you can rub it in. If I was out there, this would be really easy, so I'm sure this won't take that kind of thing, rub it in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. As classmates from 2000, these guys know very well that I can be the good boss of them.
A good, what does that mean?
Good boss of them.
Like a nice boss?
A nice boss, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to tell them what to do,
Yeah.
but they'll know I'm mean it. And,
I think you should take advantage of that situation.
We don't use these in space.
Don't use those weights. Why not, Nicole? Tell us.
Well, because we don't need them for microgravity, but here we're going to try to do our best, and these guys do a wonderful job of.
We won't have them in
us,
space neither.
I know.
Right,
I know. That's why we don't get
all
the
right.
computer. Neutrally buoyant in the pool. So
Right,
to
so-
try to simulate that as well.
Right, because people, even though you're in the water, things will still drop.
Yeah,
you know,
this is
when you
actually
throw a
so-
rock, it'll drop. So
We could put
and
Al in there. He could go
he'll
straight to
drop.
the bottom,
He'll
yeah.
go. So you need different things like this. This is made out of some kind of foam here, right, or
Yeah, and then
lightweight
they
stuff.
Can slide little foam
They can
and
put
weights
foam
up
or
in
weights
here.
around here to try to get him so he's floating in there. And that's the trick of these divers are very skilled at doing that. So you don't need these big weights in space. What else you want to tell us? Is there any like funny things that Al means when he gets dressed that you've discovered? You know?
No, I don't think so.
No?
These guys are using, did you use those safety tether packs before?
What?
The safety tether pack?
I mean, I guess not, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You know
What is
how,
it?
you know, you've got this deal where you get to a certain point and your tether runs out and you have to swap to another tether.
No, see, we only stayed
you
inside
only
the
went like
payload
10
bay.
feet out, right?
We weren't allowed to go very far. You know, like when your kid first takes his bicycle out, you only let him go to the mailbox.
Right.
That's kind of like, we weren't allowed to. You guys go way far out on that
These
space
guys
station.
are going way out.
We had to
so-
stay in the neighborhood. No, so we didn't have to worry about tethers running out.
Well, this is
Well, go ahead.
cool because
So what is this now?
We have 85-foot and 55-foot safety tethers.
Right.
So you always want to have one of these on you, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's this way that you can hook these two tethers together and use one as what we call a fair lead tether. And when you get to a certain point, you drop that one off, and then you're working basically from your same anchor point way back at the airlock. But now you've got 85 feet plus another 85 feet to go out on your. So basically double.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Where are these things? Now
Very
you've got me
simple.
interested.
They come right now. We'll come on with
All right,
the
make
tools.
sure you
We'll
get
cover
'em.
on the tool thing. And they're colored, like color coded, so you know this is my green anchor or my green fair
That's
lead
clever.
hook.
Yeah, try to make it astronaut proof
Yes,
is what we call that.
exactly. Colors
So
are
yeah,
good.
it makes it,
Colors and
you can't make
numbers.
mistakes. Colors are good.
Colors are
Pictures are good too.
Pictures.
You know, that's sometimes, but that's too expensive. But the color is a good thing.
You got a get
All right.
bag that comes out of the airlock. It's got a big green G on it.
Really? All right, so both of these guys are buttoned up.
Yep, tools will be next. We'll load them up with some tools.
All right.
Because you don't want to go out with,
You need
nothing on
tools.
ya.
You need tools. So he's putting on his, what we call a mini workstation right in front of him that so you can set up the tools in any way you want for the day, and then you attach them to the suit, and everything he needs, everything Al needs will be right in front of him. And he's got a camera to take pictures in case sometimes you need to take pictures to document stuff, and then it's nice to have a camera to take pictures of the nice scenery around you.
We're using this one. Al, on the camera, this guy, not in.
And that's a tether hook that Nicole's shown. Everything needs to be tethered so we don't lose it. So once he attaches that hook, we're pretty sure that that camera won't float away. And if it does float away, the hook will allow Al to get it back. And that gizmo there is a body restraint tether. So the jaw on that thing, which is near Nicole's right arm, that you can attach to a handrail to keep him steady. So he doesn't float around. If he needs to be in one place, he can attach that thing and be nice and steady. He can attach that to a handrail or a piece of the station. And this is another tether, so Al doesn't float away. He can attach that and keep him close to his work site as well. He's got a lot of options to keep himself steady. And then this is a safety tether here.
Tether pack,
So this is what you were saying that is...
So this would be like the fair lead hook.
Right.
So this is the one that's on Al, and this one goes back to the airlock. And so if you got out some places that you needed more tether, you can drop this one on structure, and then this one will pull you another 85 feet out.
Okay. And he's always going to have that because that's his safety tether. Will always be attached in case Al lets go for some reason, and so he doesn't float away. He can get back with his, the tether will bring him back. Safety first. Now we're going to get him in the water.